Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to my video presentation. My name is Murni Mahmud and I would like to inform that this presentation is for the International Conference on Advanced Science and Technology, which is conducted by the State University of Makassar. And the article that I would like to present in this conference is an article which is written based on the research project conducted at the State University of Makassar under the research project of Thesis Magister, which is funded by Directorate of Higher Education, Dikti, Jakarta. And the title of this article is Students' Perceptions on the Use of Code Crossing in EFL Classroom Interaction, and I'm working together with Indrayani Simpuru, one of the graduate students at the State University of Makassar, and also another lecturer, Dr. Abdul Halim. This research is about the phenomena of the use of code crossing in EFL classroom interaction, and it will be focusing on the students' perception on the use of code crossing in EFL classroom interaction. It should be noted here that in the class, there will be many aspects that can influence the success of communication between the teachers and the students. And of course, the teachers and the students need to create effective communication strategy in order to create effective classroom interaction. And one of the aspects that can influence the communication strategy of the teachers and the students in the class is the influence of social status. And the language use, which is influenced by the social status differences, will lead to the emergence of code crossing. To collect data for this research, we, the researchers, applied qualitative research design, and we took 2 English classes and their students as the subject of this research. The data for this paper were collected by using semi-structured interview by focusing on the students. After collecting data by using the interview, we analyzed them by using the model of analysis adopting Miles, Huberman, and Saldana 2014, which consists of data collection, data condensation, data display, and data verification and conclusion. So, what is code crossing? Let me read some of the definitions of code crossing, which was first promoted by Rampton in 1995. According to Rampton, 1995, language crossing involves code alternation by people who are not accepted as members of the group associated with the second language. Another definition, language crossing involves a sense of movement across quite sharply felt social or ethnic boundaries, and it raises issues of legitimacy that participants need to reckon with in the course of their encounter. Another definition, 2001, Rampton said that language crossing is the use of language that is not normally thought to belong to the speaker. One simple definition for code crossing is the use of language which is influenced by social status differences. Here we can say that code crossing is the communication contract between the superior and the inferior. The superior has the rights and obligation to use low code, while the inferior has the rights and obligation to use high code. So exactly, code crossing is the use of high code and low code by the speakers, which is influenced by the social status differences of the speakers. And the result of this study shows that most of the students did code crossing because they wanted to show respect and they also wanted to be polite. It was found as well that the use of low code and high code in the conversations between the teachers and the students as the effect of code crossing allows the students to maintain the formality of the interaction, and therefore it can create the good and comfortable communication. So, the implication of this research is that in the conversation between the lecturers and the students, and also among the students themselves, there will be an influence of power, especially the social status differences, which can cause the emergence of code crossing. So, from this study, we can conclude that code crossing is one of the important phenomena in the classroom interaction. There is always a significant relationship between language and power in the communication between teachers and the students. And of course, it can create effective classroom interaction. Findings from this study, of course, will contribute significantly to the study of sociolinguistics in educational context. Thank you very much for your attention, and I'd like to thanks to Directorate of Higher Education Dikti Jakarta for giving research grant for this research project. Thank you very much.